What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Aviation. Hope you're on a fantastic day today. And today I have a model review here on my Gemini 200 1:200 scale American Airlines Boeing 737-800 in the current livery. I hope all of you are excited here for today's video. The sun, as you can tell, is shining brightly here, and typically I would be back at home during this day, but actually it did not work out. So I have some lighting here and obviously want to capitalize on the opportunity. So I know the setup's not the prettiest, but the lighting is good, and obviously we have a nice looking model here that I haven't reviewed. I've reviewed all the other ones over here, so it makes sense to do this one now. So I hope all of you are excited for this. Not going to have too many videos like this, especially as the days get longer. The sun's going to get too high in the sky for this window, which is facing south, so it works for here in the winter, but it is kind of cool to just get a little bit of a different environment here for different. So I hope all of you are excited for this, always capitalizing, and this is a really cool model that I honestly should have reviewed much sooner anyway. It's a very special one for many reasons, so there is a reason that it's over here after all. And I just flew in on one of these last night, so might as well take a look here and take a look at that. So here we go for the Gemini 200 American 737-800. Now this is the most recent release here in the first release in 2013. Here's what the box looks like. Gemini 200, you obviously have the American logo here, the CGI of the aircraft, Boeing 737-800, G2 AAL 413. And here's kind of a look at the profile of the box. Setup's a little bit tougher with no tripod, so apologies. But you can see the old style here, 2013 release. Yeah, it's a really cool box, and overall it looks very sharp. So again, very limited space. I had to scoot over my laptop there, so we have just enough room to fit in a 1-200. So here is what that aircraft is looking like. So what's so special about this particular aircraft is that this was one of my very first 1-200 aircraft, period. I think that, man, I can't remember if it was this one or not. I believe my very first one was a Maryland 1 Southwest Canyon Blue 737. So I think that was my very first one. Unfortunately, that one broke shortly after I got it, but this was one of the very first ones after that, and this is one of the very few that I still have remaining. I think this was the second 1-200 I ever got, so that's really cool. But furthermore, of course, this is just a normal livery American 737. These are, they're not crazy tough to come by, but you certainly have to put in some effort to get one for any under 150 bucks. So for those reasons, it's a really cool aircraft. And I tried to adjust the shades the best I could, but I think that's probably the best that I can get them without it. Obviously, you can see where the line gets thin right there, without it being crazy, and I can't find any string to pull it up, so I think that's the best that we have here for today's unique video. But anyway, yeah, it's a really cool looking aircraft, and overall I certainly think that it fits the collection very well. Now, I've flown several American 737s over time. I don't have the number in front of me, but I'm sure I've flown like at least 30 of them, maybe 40. So it is a really cool aircraft, and just flew 946 back in last night from Charlotte here to Tulsa, so that was really fun. And it's also worth noting with the American 737s that obviously it's such a versatile aircraft and used in so many different ways. So for all those reasons, it's really good, and it's definitely really nice to see. So I hope all of you are excited for this. I probably should turn around and we should do it on the other side, how we normally do it. Just a little bit of a interesting vantage point here today. So getting accommodated, it's a little bit different. But anyway, I hope all of you are excited for it nevertheless. And again, I know the string pieces will be a little weird, but we will certainly make it work to the best of our ability. So I hope all of you are excited as I try to get us situated here to the best of my ability. And with all that being said, let's not waste any further time and go ahead and get started. So here's the cockpit windows along with the nose cone. Certainly a very sharp looking aircraft here in the front, and they did a really good job on it. You got the nose landing gear door. Now my nose landing gear does not like to stay straight very much. You can see that I was trying to straighten it up, but it really likes to veer off to the right and just eventually fall out. So this is going to be a little tough to do, to get fixed here without a tripod, so that's why coming prepared probably would have helped us out today. But anyway, as you can tell, we are certainly making do, but it likes to veer off to the right, so that's the point of that, so you can see that. But overall, the details are good. This, again, already 12 years old, so kind of crazy to think about that, but yeah, nevertheless, still a very good looking aircraft. I'm trying to get it to where it can just stay straight for us. But anyway, there's that. You got the L1 door here with the One World logo that also has some pretty nice details, so of course we'd love to see that. And then you get the American Airlines billboard titles, which also look quite nice on this aircraft. Color is also really good. This lighting's a little deceiving because of the angle, but it really is good. If I could get it tilted this way, you can get a little bit of a better look. So yeah, overall, very nice looking aircraft, and they certainly did a good job putting the colors together, so very happy to see that. So you got the eagle right here, and I'll be eager to see if Gemini 200 does one, or even in flight with the logo on the winglets. That will be very fascinating to see, but as of right now, I believe none of those have been produced. But as you can see here, you got a first class area up here in front, or even NG could do it now. I kind of forget that they're a part of this 1-200 game because I don't have any 1-200s that are narrow bodies from them, but definitely need to change that down the road. But I need to catch up on 1-400 first. Anyway, you got the bottom antenna down there. You got the billboard titles here that look quite nice once again. So American 737s have 172 seats. You can find the first class up here, followed by a good handful of main cabin etched to seats, a couple of etched to leg rooms, and then just a handful of normal etched to leg rooms. So a little confusing, but pretty cool. And then let's see here. You got the CFM56, which looks very strong right there. So of course, this would be the Dash 7, I believe. I believe the Dash 5s are on the 8th Airbus aircraft. So you can see that. And yeah, just absolutely outstanding detail for this particular mold. It's been around a long time in 1-200, and you can see the amazing detail. So here's the slats right here that look very nice. You also got the flaps and speed brakes, which are really cool too. The emergency exit pad's very nice too. I'll give you a top-down look at that here in a moment. You also have the beacon here, which is very nice, and then another antenna. So all that came together very nicely, and here's a nice back view there of that wing, so that came out very well. Mine has a landing gear piece that's foam that's very tough for it to remain in its socket. I'll show you what I'm talking about here more in a moment, but Gemini's definitely done a very good job over time to eliminate this issue, going from the foam pieces to the magnetic pieces. Really a big fan of the magnetic. So this was one of the last aircraft here that did not have magnetic pieces. The 737s are a little different, but anyway. And you can see all that, and then you get the emergency exit patches here, and then the main cabin etched in is right here at the back of the wing, and then the rest is normal economy there in the back. These American 737s have 33 rows now. I think when this model was produced, we had more like 30 or 31, just depending on the configuration. Some of them had IFE and some of them didn't for a while, and then they ended up moving to all non-IFE, of course, with their Kodiak product, which we know how we feel about that. It's in several of my trip reports, so feel free to check it out. Let's see here. What else do I want to evaluate? So you have all the passenger windows in a good gloss color once again, or not too glossy. This is what I was trying to say. A good color that's a good balance of matte and gloss, which is what the American livery typically is. It just depends on the day, it seems. But anyway, as you can tell, you got the rest of it here, and you get the registration November 908, November. So that certainly looks quite nice. I can also get a good angle from over here, probably. I probably should have been over here the whole time. I'm sorry, everybody. I won't refilm it, but I didn't realize that I could get this good of a view over here. But anyway, there's a better look there at the front a little bit, so that certainly looks quite nice. And then if I zoom out, you can see the tail right here as well. So certainly a very nice look right there. And I'll go ahead and try to accomplish getting another thumbnail, because why not? So yeah, there's this portion of the aircraft. You can also see that small antenna down there, and then here's a better look at the American Airlines tail. So that certainly looks quite nice, and overall I think they did a really good job bringing that all together. When taking a look at the right side of the aircraft, very similar here. You can see the American billboard titles once again, that landing gear. Cockpit windows look really nice, and make sure we get it angled up so we get some really good light on it this time. You can see all the rest of the components looking very nice as well, so certainly very happy to see that. You got the wing and all the rest of the detail there, so that all looks quite nice. And again, 908 November. There's the engine. All of it looks very nice. And trying to see if I can get a cool thumbnail shot. That might be the one right there. We'll see, but really interesting angles here with the different setup. Just trying to get it, because it's all the Hawaiian back here. You can see the nose of it. I was like, man, that's really good. So let me go ahead and show you the top and bottom. Now the gear will fall out, and that's what I was talking about with the foam piece. So there's the top, and I want to gently set it down so I can show you the bottom. GeminiJets logo, and you can see here where this one stays in fine, but the right one I just can't get it at all. And I'm going to show you the piece of the gear. So this is supposed to have foam, and my foam piece fell off, so that's why it's so rough. If I show you this one, and it works good when you actually have the foam piece. This is what it's supposed to look like. So you can see that little foam block piece right there. The other one doesn't have it, so as a result, it just cannot stay in there very good. But when you have that foam piece, it really is a fairly good design. So, but anyway, I really hope all of you enjoyed this review here on this aircraft. It's a really good one. I certainly would highly recommend it to anybody interested. And yeah, we'll see how many more videos that we have from this particular spot, as there'll be several changes coming up in my life. And I can tell you that this this exact setup right here, first off, the light's going to go bad anyway. And second off, I'll be at my house for most of the videos that you'll see filmed going forward. But this was just a good opportunity, and I had a few moments here real quick to do this. And this is only good in the morning anyway. So just lucked out that I walked right back in and the light was good right here. Plus you have the lines anyway. I just thought it'd be kind of cool just to have some sort of video here. So if I get another chance, I'll bring over a few more models and do a couple more when I think there'll be one more opportunity that will probably work depending on that day's weather. But today it was sunny and this worked out. So thought I would go ahead and cover this since it was an opportunity. But that being said, I hope all of you enjoyed. Thank you all so much for watching. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Trust process. Do you love and love what you do. My name is CM Aviation. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon as CM Aviation is signing off.